there. It's been a while. I started locks. Long story, but not so long. I am about to, I'm just preparing my hair to wash it. So I decided while I'm doing that, I can share a little bit about why I decided to lock my hair. Exhibit A, you can't see it, but like if I were to scratch my scalp like that, it would start to flake up and snow. Number one, my scalp gets so dry and flaky, and I want to be able to wash it and take care of it and just have access to my scalp. But the loose natural hair was not giving me that opportunity, because to thoroughly to thoroughly clean my scalp, I would need to like wash my hair, and my actual hair, as you can see, is very thick and dense, and styling it would take me roughly 3 to 5 hours, and I would do that once a week at least. It got to be too much, and so okay, everything's fine. But that's the main reason. I just wanted to be able to wash my hair. Also, I was just struggling with like being able to find something that I thought was a go-to style, that I thought was like aesthetically pleasing to me, like how I wanted to show up in the world. I found myself doing a lot more of those crown braids, and the crown braids, don't get me wrong, those are cute. It's just not how I prefer to show up. I work in healthcare, and I literally had a patient tell me, "You are too young and pretty to be wearing your hair like that." And sometimes the patients say a lot of truth, no matter what state of mind they're in. So, yeah, so here we are now with that. That's really the main reason. I wanted to be able to wash my hair and wear it in a style that I actually like, right? Also, just the preparation. This is the longest I've spent on my hair all week. And it is just the braiding process. And I won't have to do this all the time. This is just while the locks are new. And so in a couple months, I will just be able to hop in the shower when the locks are more mature. So I'm leaving the ends out because when I saw my homegirl Jasmine do it, and she had locks a lot longer than I had, well, Microlocs, and she did it like this to preserve her curly ends. And I just want to see, I mean, if my ends seal, then they seal up, right? But I want to see how long my ends can stay curly. Which brings me to my other point. I've had traditional locks before. I actually had traditional locks for 3 years, and they looked nice and I liked them when I had them, but they were problematic for me because my scalp is the star of the show, and I really would get my scalp would get really irritated because I would want to wash it, or I would need to wash it really once a week, and I couldn't do that. Especially like if I just retwisted my hair, which I didn't even retwist it with products. I just used water and oil to retwist it, and that helped tremendously with the flakes. But still, even with that, I just felt like my scalp needed to be cleaned once a week. And so with that, it just made it very difficult. And so if I did wash my hair once a week, then it's like I basically undid all of the hard work that I spent doing the this unraveled. I would basically undo all the work that I did when I retwisted, and I had 170 locks. So yeah, palm rolling is a lot quicker than interlocking. However, palm rolling 170 locks for me took about 3 hours. So I really was not a fan of washing my hair and then it would just kind of undo my fresh retwist. So I would try to stretch the wash or the retwist style or whatever, but my scalp would still just be uncomfortably flaky and I didn't like that. So here I am. I decided to do Microlocs. I don't know how many I have, but I love them so far. I think that I like the way that they look. Now that's partially because I cut my hair maybe like in October. It's December now, so I cut my locks or cut my hair a couple months ago, and so that allowed it to have some type of a shape to it. So how it falls, it falls really nicely. So I am planning on, it's my goal to provide you all with an update at least once a week with my locks, how things are going, any progress, any tips, recommendations, whoop-de-whoop. So this is how I'll be going into the shower. I will be using a clarifying shampoo. I've washed my hair maybe about 3 times. I've used conditioner with it, like the rinse out conditioner, definitely not deep conditioner. And I don't know, I'm gonna try it without it because it's also my greatest fear for my lock to pop. So there's that, but I'll fill y'all in along the way. This is my hair the next day. It's definitely shrunken a whole lot since when I first did the Microlocs. I don't think that I got everything. There are still some parts of my scalp that are not fully clean, that are still like flaking up a little bit. I don't know if it's the shampoo. I also only did 2 shampoos before I washed it out. I usually do 3, so maybe that's the difference here. But so far, still loving the shape. It's shrinking up and like getting wider. It's swelling a little bit, which I enjoy. This is the back.